So this is learning basic Italian phrases. 5 common greetings in Italian, which they are very keen on greetings. It's considered rude if you do not greet someone at all and you just skip to the speaking. So the first one is buongiorno signore, which would mean good morning, sir. And that is typically a term that is used from any time in the morning up until around 1 o'clock, although in some cases people will use it and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Another one to use if it is at night is buonasera signore, which is good night, sir. And then if you were talking to a female, the opposite of that would be buongiorno signora and buonasera signora. And then a very common greeting to use if you were on this trip to use would be como sta, how are you? Again, these are all very much part of their, do's and don'ts of tourism and stuff too. Just nice things to say to people. For the small talk phrases and keywords to use, one of the most important and easiest to know is grazie, which is thank you, which you should always say. It is also considered rude if you just don't say this at all. It's just one of the manners in their language that is very important to use. And then typically if you say grazie, you're going to get a response of prego, which is you're welcome. However, if you're asking for help or something and someone were to give you that, saying prego after they helped you is also, again, a sign of respect, not step on their toes type deal. Another small talk phrase which is useful is bene grazie e lei, which would be like, I'm good, how are you? If someone asks you como sta, or you would say, bene grazie e lei, and they would reply to. Another important one to say is if you're trying to introduce yourself to someone, you'd be like, mi chiamo George. So my name is George. And that's another good way of having small talk. And then if you were to just ask a question to someone, say if you're a friend, you'd be like, che bel tempo oggi vero. So how is the weather today? Survival phrases that are very important, be like, scusi, para inglesi, which would be, do you speak English? Which again, if we're over there on this trip, that would be a good one to help. A lot of people in Italy actually do speak English, especially in Rome and the more tourist destinations. So if you need help, that's like, you would go up to them, and that's just a nice way of saying, hey, do you speak English? Another important one to have is, to know is, you'd be like, scusi, dove la stazione de treni? Where's the train station? Now, there's another one on here which is different from that, is that train stations would take you throughout the country typically in subways. Subways are almost only in Milan and Rome. So if you're asking someone this means you're looking for like the train station, like say on the days that our trip was planned to go to Assisi. That would be the train station you're looking for, because that would take you to Assisi. But if you're just looking to get around in Rome, you would be like, scusi, dove la metropolitana? Which would be like, where's the subway? Another very important one to know is, scusa, sai dove il bagno? Which would be, where's the bathroom? That's one that is very easy to use and very important to know. And then if you were ever to need, to get more money to withdraw, because Italy is typically cash-based, a lot of places won't always take card, but you would ask, scusa, sai dove si trova la banca? Which would be, excuse me, do you know where the bank is? And usually it's not terribly far away because there's a lot of banks there. But these are pretty much some basic Italian that you could know before going on the trip that would greatly help you.